Take your dealership to the next level with over 6,800 on-air interviews with dealer and industry leaders. CBT News, dealers' most trusted source for news, content, and analysis.
This is the Future of Automotive with Steve Greenfield.
Well, welcome back to the latest episode of the Future of Automotive on CBT News, where we put recent automotive and mobility news into the context of the broader themes impacting the industry. I'm Steve Greenfield from Automotive Ventures, and I'm very glad that you could join us this week. Well, we just wrapped up NADA, and it was quite a week. Despite a once-in-a-lifetime snowstorm that threatened to shut down New Orleans, the industry prevailed and had a successful convention despite the weather. But 2025 will definitely be a year to remember. NADA is always my favorite week of the year because I get to catch up with folks in the industry with whom I've had a 25-year relationship, but I only really ever get to see one time per year. Luckily, I got into the city before the snow started Tuesday morning, having an opportunity to present during the AFSA conference. For me, NADA really kicked off early Friday morning as I moderated the Auto Tech Investments Conference. We filled the room with 250 attendees and curated some incredible, relevant content on stage that covered venture capital investing and acquisitions, and then capped things off with a pitch contest for 5 early stage companies. Auto Tech Investments has become a great venue to network and learn about current trends in auto tech investing, as well as see early stage companies pitch on stage. I then had a chance to join Charlie Vogelheim for a recording of his podcast on the Cuddle Origins stage. Friday evening, we hosted a reception for the investors in our funds, as well as the entrepreneurs that we're invested in. It was a standing room only event. We had 200 people in attendance. It's always great to catch up with our investors, and many of them had a chance to meet with our entrepreneurs for the very first time. I kicked off Saturday with a presentation to 200 auto dealers from Brazil, helping them understand the future of automotive retail and some of the big thematic changes the industry is undergoing. Brazil is a market that has not implemented any tariffs against the Chinese automakers, so we're seeing brands like BYD take market share very aggressively down there. We then hosted a reception for early stage non-exhibiting startups. We had over 40 companies attend, and it was exciting to hear each of them do their 1-minute pitch. We then had some networking time for them to meet each other and some investors who were also in attendance. This will definitely turn into a signature Automotive Ventures event that we do every year at NADA. From there, it was back to the show floor, and I had a chance to present on the Techion stage, doing a brief presentation on the current state of the automotive industry. I then had the honor of introducing Techion's founder and CEO, Jay Vijayan, for his keynote presentation at the Techion booth. Finally, I headed over to the CBT News booth to catch up with our very own Jim Fitzpatrick for a conversation about what we were observing at NADA and some of the trends that are top of mind for dealers. NADA is always a bit of a blur. But this year, despite the snowstorm, I was very glad to have an opportunity to catch up with a lot of industry friends and meet dozens of new early stage startups. As I reflect back on my 25th NADA, I really greatly appreciate having 25 years in this industry, getting to know hundreds of amazing industry folks, and now having the opportunity to help early stage entrepreneurs realize their goals and dreams. Next year, NADA is back in Las Vegas, and I can't wait to see everyone again then. So with that, let's transition to our companies to watch. Every week, we highlight an interesting company to watch in the automotive technology space. If you read my weekly Intel report, we showcase a company to watch, and then take the opportunity here on this segment each week to share that company with you. Today, our new company to watch is a company called Sales Logs. Sales Logs allows a dealership to upgrade from operating off spreadsheets to software to help your dealership grow. The company provides a KPI dashboard to allow you to see the bigger picture with powerful dashboard analytics at a group and rooftop level. Sales Logs provides dealers with leaderboards, which help drive success by visualizing individual performance displayed in a prime position within your dealership. And the company provides their Data Grid product to do everything that your spreadsheets can't. If you'd like to learn more about sales logs, you can check them out at www.saleslogs.com. So that's it for this week's Future of Automotive segment. If you're an auto tech entrepreneur working on a solution that helps car dealerships, we want to hear from you. We are actively investing out of our dealer fund. Don't forget to check out my first book, The Future of Automotive Retail, and my brand new book, The Future of Mobility, both of which are now available on Amazon.com. Thanks as always for your ongoing support and for tuning into CBT News for this week's Future of Automotive segment, and we will see you next week.
Thanks for watching The Future of Automotive with Steve Greenfield.
The strongest team in automotive media, CBT News. Celebrating 12 incredible years, a dealer's #1 resource for news, content, coaching, and analysis.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning.